we got the car on the stage. Now, we saw that Shelby sell for a big price. Craig Jackson's going to tell us about Howard Hughes' car.
Air conditioning unit has been redesigned to flow through a dust trap filter and bacteria filter as well. Craig?
Right. I'll tell you all about the car. We've had this car for quite a while. The air conditioning's not running right now. The air conditioning.
They're still trying to figure the mics out, but Craig's up there telling us
This
about
car,
the car.
my brother actually pulled it out of Hughes's building, 7000 Romaine Street. And this is the only car like this. It has a 24-volt generator that runs a 24-volt electrical system that runs the air conditioning electrically. Rev it up. And it runs off the batteries in the trunk. And the reason why he did this is so that this car is his portable office. It has 4 batteries in the trunk, run the air conditioning electrically, and the air conditioning's running right now. It's this loud howl that's up here. This electric motor runs the compressor, even with the car not running, through the germ box, up through the ducts in the roof. And my brother pulled this car out of there. This is the last car that we know of that Hughes actually personally drove. It was very customized for his usage. There's a lot of detail in this car that I won't waste a lot of time on. It also has a plug in the back that Robert Mitchum told us, because he rode in the car, was used to jumpstart airplanes. It's got a propeller up in the front that cools the condenser. It is a very, very custom car, and it really shows where Hughes's mindset was at that time before he went into seclusion in 1958. That's the last time this car was tagged. It was sitting there ready to go at a moment's notice from 1958 until he passed away. One of the gentlemen up here on the stage was there when my brother pulled it out. And it's a piece of history. It's also sort of emotional to sell this car because it's been in our family for so long. My mother is up here right now on the stage. Nellie Jackson, don't run her over. Nellie Jackson's right here. My brother pulled it out, Brian, who has since passed away. And we sold the car to a museum back when we first got it under the deal that we would have first right of refusal to buy it back. And we wanted to buy it back because it is such a very unique piece. Now we're selling it. It's a little emotional to sell this car because we really, really enjoyed owning this car. But with everything about Hughes now, this car needs to go to a museum. People need to see this car. It is the only car ever to surface like this. The other car that came out had a germ box, but none of the electronics on this car. So now, let's sell the car. Also, people saw my mother had fallen in Scottsdale. I want to have everybody give her a hand. She's back, and our matriarch of the company. Thank you. Let's sell the car.
Wow, what a beautiful car.
1953 Buick Roadmaster 4-door. You take a close look, it obviously has not been restored. It's literally in the condition it was when they pulled it out, when Craig's brother found it so long ago. And boy, if this car could talk.
Well, you know, we talk about what provenance brings to a car. This is a $20,000 car on the best day of its life without Howard Hughes.
There's the 4 6-volt batteries, guys. Look, 4 6 volts equals, let's hear it, 24 volts. So that's the germ box in the back. I don't want to go too close to that because I'm not too sure what's in there. It could be something not very nice, I don't know. But you can see the big old trunking at the back here that drew the air, or rather passed the air back into the interior of the car. But this car truly is the result of one man and his, I suppose, total eccentricity and strangeness.
Yeah, here we've got the same man who was bidding on the F-88 down in Scottsdale. Man,
how much do you want to bet he's bidding against the same guy who bought the F-88?
560, 570, you're out now. 560, 570, hands over the bed, 560, 570, hands over the bed, $570,000, 560. 560, 570, and 70 good, 70 bid, 75, 560,000, $570,000, $570,000.
Howard Hughes' last car, the
Howard
last
Hughes
car
was an
that he drove.
aviator, he was a movie producer, he was a billionaire, he was a hypochondriac. It is all added to the legend, the movie that has come out, The Aviator, this past year. And now they just figure this is the time to sell this car. And boy, when you think of all the things that Howard Hughes was involved in, and once again, all
This
the conversations.
came out of a room.
Because the point of this car is he could take this out into the desert.
This came out of a room when my brother
Turn on
went
the
in
air
there.
conditioning,
This
leave the
gentleman
car
right
off,
here
and have his
was there.
conversations
They would only
where
let
you
one
couldn't be
person
tape
go in
recorded.
there. In that
And he
room,
couldn't be germed.
Hughes
Exactly.
had the only
Talk about the
doorway
germ
from
box.
his
Basically, it's a
office into
filter.
that room.
It was filtering
That
the
room was
air
sealed.
out so
They
that
had to break the
the
seal,
nasties
go
out there
into
couldn't
that
get into
room.
his car.
All of his personal effects.
I agree
were
with
in
him. You
there.
never know
All
who's
the reels
listening these
from
days.
RKO Studios. The
And Alan, when you look at that car, I said it's not restored. I mean, you can see there's more than a few blemishes.
He was the only one that was allowed to go in there and make the deal and pull this car out. That's how coveted he felt about this car.
And I've only bid $560,000. I'm at 575 and 565, 75, and 560, 575 and 575. Is that all it's
Davis
worth?
working a phone bidder.
575 now.
It's a piece of America.
565, 560, 575, 560, 575, going once. $560,000, $575,000.
That's a buy.
565's bid, 570,000. I'm taking 570,
He really wants to win something here, you know. It's been a rough year for him. $2.9 million wasn't enough in Scottsdale.
The only one in the world.
85. Now I'm going to get 600. I'm going to 585 and 600. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we just had a
Back in the days when
$585,000 bid. Could you help get
today
600?
billionaires are a dime a dozen, but back then Howard Hughes was the only one.
On the Hughes
His
car.
legacy has brought this car up to
In normal life, you think that bidding 6 would be enough to get you what you want. But here it's just a challenge to the other guy.
650, a knockout blow. Let's see, does it do the job?
Now look at it.
No, I'm coming back.
I'm at 700, asking 800. I'm going to get 700. I'm going to make $100,000. And I'm not giving up till it brings a million. Just tell him. I'm at 700, 800. I'm at 700.
I like to see Americans stepping up for their own heritage. I have to tell you, I think that's very important. Just as Craig says, it's an
piece of history right here.
So there's two guys stepping up to the plate for it.
Alan, I know you got the money. I saw
We're
you
moving
bid
in
2
big
million,
numbers
something
now,
on
aren't
the car in
we? I mean, 50
Scottsdale.
grand at a pop.
Steve Davis working a phone bidder. He'd be working a guy named Alan Jones.
775 is there now, 800 and 775.
His two sons are encouraging him. You see, that's what I like to see too. It's a family buy, this.
I'm not giving up. $800,000.
I
tell you, Steve just loves the show, doesn't he?
Look at Alan. Each time, he's taking it from 5 to 800,000, and each time he raises it, it comes back to him again.
He's very capable. Is this going to go to $1 million?
I don't know. This is great.
Can't go wrong. You can't replace it.
This is where an auction is at the best at bringing top dollar for a car, because you get two people who've got to have it.
Craig smiling.
Yeah, Steve saying, come on, it's just another 50 grand.
Just another 150.
I really want you to have it.
I really want you to have it. I want him to have it too.
Alan, sometimes I lie. I really want you to have it. 875, 875, 875, 900.
He might be best friend. Buy the car.
875, 900.
want to do, Alan.
$875. Ask it 900. Have it again, 9 of it, 9 of it, 875 again, 9. 875 again, 9. Going once. 875 again, 9 of it, 9 of it, 9 of it, 9 of it,
$900,000. You knew the job was dangerous when you stepped into the ring, and now you're delivering a punch.
You know what Steve's telling? Why just bid $1 million to knock him out?
Who's got a little fist in the air too for the 900 grand?
Crowd's getting into it. Steve Davis working his guy on the phone.
I think it's going to go, guys.
$1 million right there.
You know, why fool around?
Now you know what we're shooting for. $2 million. Have it $1 million one. 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 Have it $1 million one.
Alan shaking his head. He's not sure.
Have it $1 million one. Have it $1 million one. Have it $1 million one. Have it $1 million $1,050,000.
I guess he just wasn't sure what the next increase was going to be. That's all. Now we got egos at play.
We're in second gear. Have it $1 million, $150. Have it $1 million, have it $1 million, have it $1 2, 3. Have it $2 million, 3. Have it $2, 3.
I think Spanky's blood pressure's gone up in the clock, guys.
I never worked so dang hard for so dang little.
Remember, this is a 1953 Buick.
Four-door. Have it $1 2, 3. Have it $1 million, 2 million, 3. Have it $1 3, 3 million, 3 million, 2, 3. $1,300,000. $1,002,000. $1,003,000. Have it $1 2, 3. Have it $1 3. Have it $1 2, 3.
It's another blue Buick, guys. We know blue Buicks.
$1,002,000. $1,300,000. $1,002,000.
$1,225,000.
Cheapskate. $1,225,000 for a head dance. $1,250,000.
Cheapskate.
He heard what I said. I was just teasing.
He only upped it by $25,000, so he's a cheapskate.
I
wish I was that kind of cheapskate.
Jumping 25,000 is nothing after the birthday.
I'll take everything back what I said about you. I'll take it all back. Have it $1 million, 3. 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 Shut the door. $1,261,000.
Take that.
Two-man auctioneer out of here to get the job done. Well, you know what? They've both been good bidders. I'm going to take it to $1,200,000. $61. $61,000.
If we start getting into pocket change, I'm leaving.
$165. Thank you. $170. $110.
Everybody in the South Florida Expo Center is standing.
Oh, man, Alan. $1,270,000. $1,270,000. $1,280,000. Have it 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 $280,000. 280, 280, 280. Hey, have it $1,280,000. $1,500,000. What? 275? Is that what he bid?
$1,500,000.
Well,
Now that is a jump. Up to $1.5 million. The goal was to knock Alan out. Right now, it looks like Alan says no thank you.
$1,600,000.
Remember, this is the guy that just went up. They called him a cheapskate a moment ago.
Give him a big hand, Alan Jones. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Alan.
I have sold an automobile. $1,500,000.
both Alan Jones, the guy who was the losing bidder for this car, as well as the mystery bidder on the telephone. Steve Davis, you can see him telling him that you have won yourself, bought yourself
Richard Berry to his
for
collection.
a mere
What a wonderful
$1.5
bidding war
million.
that was. And truly,
The most
a great piece
expensive
of history.
53 Buick
Rob got it.
four-door
Rob
ever
Pratt
made.
bought the car. Another great
We
collection.
gotta take a break. We gotta recover from this. We'll be back.
He also collects